we're here today. It's my CS6000i brother sewing machine was not going in reverse when I hit the reverse button. It was just pulling the material forward, and I told my husband, who's an engineer, thank you honey, and we looked at a couple videos online, but they weren't very helpful, so we're making one here. He thinks he figured out the problem, so I'm gonna have him explain what he did.
Okay, when we found it, there's a little motor where my finger is tapping, and it's got a gear on it, a black gear that runs this lighter colored gear. And when we found it, it was out of position. We didn't know that at the time. It was way up here. And as we move this, this little motor is only supposed to move it like 1/8 of a turn. It's not very much. But you'll also see that this lighter colored gear has a white arrow on it. What we believe we found out is that arrow should be positioned so it's near the top and bottom of the gear when you go forward and backwards. And that's
so when it goes forward, it should be at the top of the gear. When it goes in reverse, you should see the arrow moves to the bottom of that gear.
And I think I've got it out just a little bit. I'm gonna move that one more step in that little stepper motor. Weird. I don't think that did it. Maybe. Alright, so now what you've got to watch for, you've got to watch here from the side. This is your foot, or I would call it a foot with a little dog leg.
Dog feed.
And if you come in from the side, you'll see it go in reverse. It should look like that. And then forward, it should look like that. So the problem is where that arrow is pointing from that light colored gear onto that dark colored gear.
So now we're going to put it back together
and give it a try.
And we'll be back.
Together. So we put it back together. Just quickly, she put the plate on, and she had to put the screws in because the dog feeds were not working with it just sitting there floating. So now she's going to test it going forward. Okay, now she's going to test it in reverse. And there you go. So all it was just the position of the two gears. Whether she got lint in there, some string, something caused the gears to go out of alignment. So it seems like it was a pretty simple fix. Can't make that go back.